travels like wildfire. Good news travels slow. They all call me wildfire. Everybody knows, hell, I'm bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting in trouble, leaving them girls that hate to see me go. Well, they tried to hang me in Oakland, and they did in Francisco, but I wouldn't choke, hell no, I broke that rope. They had to let me go, son, I'm bad news. Everywhere I go, always getting in trouble, leaving little girls that hate to see me go.
This mall stories begin way before the mall actually opened. Story begins in 1934. A J.M. McDonald operated there until 1983. J.M. McDonald was a great partner of James Cash Penney, which was the creator of the Penny's department store chain. Anyway, in 1969, the mall would be built around J.M. McDonald, and it would have a J.C. Penney anchor and a J.M. McDonald. The mall would be in a kind of a weird shape. Like, you know how normal malls have kind of a, one anchor on one side, in different courts? This mall has courts, but they all lead to exits. So there's only really one anchor in this entire mall, and that's the J.C. Penney. But there's junior anchors, which was the J.M. McDonald's. The mall would feature 60s aesthetics because, it was built in the 60s, with many of those little wooden benches, and supposedly had fountains and a sunken center court, but that is not for sure. The mall has compactness. Has it helped weather many economic storms? The only problem is the area around the mall was never built up to support it. Nearly all of the retail is otherwise on the opposite side of town, and all the mall's major anchors, like JCPenney, is a struggling company. While it has survived many flirtations with death, the retail industry is particularly harsh these days, keeping a small enclosed mall in a region with plentiful land inside of town that isn't exactly developing as much as the mall's creators wanted it to. And it's just going to see the next decade, see how this mall pans out. However, it is one of the only retail options that is along US 69 bypass, and it is the only major retail center on the south side of town. Thus, the mall still has marketability even if JCPenney leaves, especially since the store could easily be subdivided and modified the way it is configured into the mall. In 1983, the J.M. McDonald would go bankrupt and would be bought out by C.R. Anthony. Anthony was also a partner of JCPenney. The fact was, JCPenney was a prominent anchor in the mall, and that was the only other department store anchor. C.R. Anthony would also go bankrupt in the year of 1997, and in 2009, Goodies would buy out the former space. In 2006, a Pittsburgh cinema would open up in the mall called the Pittsburgh 8. In 2008, Snowplex Cinemas would buy out the old Pittsburgh 8 and turn it into just its own theater. And just the next year, in 2009, Snowplex Theaters would be bought out by AMC, and they would open in the mall. in the center court, why is there gorillas in the mall? This doesn't explain anything. Why is this here? Well, I have to answer you something important here. So, there's a football team, or not a football team, but a college team that has gorillas as their mascot, and that is kind of just, they put that in the mall to support that. I don't exactly know what town it is. It could be in Pittsburgh. It could be in northern Pittsburgh. I don't know. But that's just them supporting them. Also, this mall deli's neons is pretty cool. The economic slump of the 2008 recession would not help the mall out. It would lose some of those good tenants like GNC and Hallmark. Also, Goodies would last till about 2009 when they would sell their store and Gordman's would pick it up. Now, if you don't know Gordman's, they're kind of like a discount chain and stuff like that, mostly in the Midwest, and they would expand too fast, and as soon as the pandemic hit, they'll be wiped out. So Gordman's was out, and a new I forgot the name of it, but it was like a bargain. Like you just pick out of a basket and just see like what clothes you want. So I think that's pretty cool. At least there's a tenant there. So.